Hello everyone, welcome back to round 2 recap here at the 2019 United States Women's Disc Golf Championships. Moving over to Hawk Hollow today, and we have a doozy for you. Paige Pierce, leader after day 1, is becoming a regular on our program, but she's not shocked at all that Kristin's doing the same.
You know, I'm not surprised at all. I knew it was a matter of time. You know, once you start to get that feeling, you get a little more confident, and now those skills are turning into scores. And I can't say I'm surprised at all.
All pars on hole 1, but the action would pick up here on hole 2. Paige Pierce dialing in that perfect backhand putter shot, but the sidearm lets Kristin down. Another chance to save par, but the sidearm awry again. A long bid, but no dice. She will have to settle with the bogey 4, giving up 2 strokes to Paige's birdie. Now, hole 3. Paige, a little bit errant on the tee shot, catches the leaves, fortunately drops before the out of bounds, but here we go. Kristin puring the drive up into the perfect landing zone. Paige now has to answer that. Another errant shot means it's scramble mode just to save par. Unfortunately, the sidearm catches the bush, forced to just pitch up for that bogey 5. Meanwhile, Kristin, admittedly a little bit early on the sidearm, but no fear. Kristin takes back those 2 she just lost, but she wasn't done here. On hole 4, knocking in the beautiful putt. Now on hole 5, with a cliff behind the basket, drops it in.
Those putts she was hitting were outside the circle. On the one on 3 was a great downhill putt. The next one, even more downhill with death right behind it, and she's just jamming them in with confidence. So, you know, you absolutely can feel her coming, and when her putter goes in the basket, she does it with authority.
Out to the open now, where Paige feasts. Here she is unleashing a drive on the long hole 7. No problem for the birdie. Now a technical drive on the 354-foot par 4. Trust me, it is a killer. Sidearm upshot goes awry, but no problem. Drops in the 40-footer through the tree. Now onto hole 9. Similar hole, but downhill. A little bit too much on the drive, but flashes the rings. The trees keep her in. Paige and Kristin both playing hot at 4 down through 9 holes, but would both make an error on hole 10. Paige finding the out of bounds off the tee, and Kristin another sidearm error.
I did some mistakes when I was throwing forehands, which resulted in 2 bogeys and then a lot of pars, but then I just switched to backhand, even though I was supposed to throw forehands on a couple more tee pads, but I just wasn't feeling confident, and I think like weather is too hot for me to throw a forehand, and my hands were so sweaty, so I just had to like switch it up a bit.
And switch it up is just what she did, going backhand off the tee here on hole 11. Kristin would follow both her bogeys on the day with 4 consecutive birdies. Here on the corral hole, par 4, hole 14, drops it in over the fence nicely and knocks down the birdie putt. Paige now sitting 1 back of Kristin on hole 17, looking to get back to tied. Plays the sneaky hyzer route to about 5 feet, no problem on that birdie. They came into moving day separated by 1, but will enter the final round all squared up. Paige Pierce coming in with a 6 under par, and Kristin an astounding 7 under and in position for her first major title.
I'm gonna try not to take a bogey on hole 1, and then I'm gonna try to get a lot more birdies than I did the last time, and just keep my head cool and just think about the shot that I have to throw.
All the action on lead card, but what's that? Off in the distance, signs of life from Katrina Allen. Had the rough first round, but sitting all the way on 5th card, she came out firing. Sitting at 1 over through 6 holes, Katrina put her head down and grinded out 8 consecutive birdies, culminating here on the corral hole 14. That is the most ever in the FPO division during the U-Disc era. Unfortunately, though, she could not finish strong. After sliding out of bounds, she would miss her putt, but the bogey would put her at 6 under for the round. putting herself back onto lead card and right back into contention. Round 2 at the USWDGC marks a historic day for Katrina as she does card that record 8 consecutive birdies, and while the C1 putting was not perfect, the fairway hits and circle 1 in regulations were fantastic. She was throwing the disc phenomenally today. Checking in with our leaderboard through 2 rounds, Kristin Tatar and Paige Pierce locked at 11 is going to make for a wonderful battle during our final round. Katrina Allen and Paige Bierkus round out that lead card, followed by Sarah Holcomb, Rebecca Cox, Heather Young, and Becky Harris on chase card. Thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up our round 2 coverage here at the 2019 United States Women's Disc Golf Championships.